Hello, fellow Toastmasters. I'm here to share with you what I believe any good mentor or coach should be able to deliver to you. It's not about telling you what is the right thing to do. A really good mentor or coach helps you to help yourself find that answer within. One of the most powerful things that I have come across is the concept that the quality of the questions that we ask ourselves determines the quality of our life. Now, there are many ways to improve the quality of your questions. One of them is, what do we focus on when we ask the questions in the first place? The second one is, what is the meaning that our questions give our events in our life? And the third one is, do we really ask extraordinary questions to get an extraordinary answer? First of all, the focus. Your mind is like that dog, and when you throw that stick, it just runs for it. Wherever you throw the stick, your mind will run. When you ask a computer a query, the query will determine what kind of answer you will get. Your mind is highly susceptible. So if we ask questions that have a negative focus or a focus on the past, your mind just straight runs for it and you'll get the answer. For example, how come I can't figure this out? Why am I so dumb? Why is everyone else better than me? Why don't these people like me? Your answer is going to come up all the perfect answers. Yes, there's going to be 10 reasons why people don't like you. Yes, maybe there's 100 reasons why you're dumb. But guess what? That's not helpful. There's also a million questions why you're beautiful, intelligent, strong. And you're not asking that question. Good questions to ask are, what skill sets do I need to deliver or develop in order to be successful? Who can I talk to that can guide me towards the right approach of being successful? Those are questions focusing on the outcome rather than on the past. Second of all, questions give us meaning. Don't you all know a person that had a horrible childhood, was abused, beaten, maybe even sexually abused, but turned out to be a beautiful human being, really decent? And then there's these people that have it all. Great parents, all the financial means. Somehow they're not successful by any means and they end up in rehabs over and over. We wouldn't want to change our lives with them. What the difference is the meaning that they assign to their past. By asking yourself, why me? How come my parents don't love me? I don't deserve this. How come I deserve this? You're repeating the same experience, even though it's over. By asking yourself the right question, you're stepping out of your past into the new future. This experience is over. I'm an adult now. What determines the difference between successful and unsuccessful people is that they change the perspective and the meaning of that experience to live in the new now. Lastly, the questions we ask ourselves. If you ask a vague question, you will get a vague result. If you ask an unspecific question, you'll get an unspecific result. Ask an extraordinary question, you'll get extraordinary results. If you ask yourself, what do I do about this? How can I pay off my debt? What should I do? It's a vague question, and also, it's not even aiming high. The people that really stood out for me were the questions or people that asked very specific questions that were so out of the ordinary. It broke all the normal thinking pattern that we're all enwrapped in. For example, if you feel very overwhelmed, instead of just jumping on it, having that dog run for that stick, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Ask yourself, what would this look like if it was easy? What would I do about this problem if I didn't have this busy schedule holding me up? Ask yourself really big picture questions that transform that mind chatter that's unproductive. Ask yourself bold questions that make you stand out from everyone else. Successful people ask themselves, am I doing something every day that really scares me? Cut through the chatter. Ask yourselves, what are the 20% of activities that I focus on that are producing actually 80% of the results? Focus on them. And vice versa. What are the 80% of activities that make me so goddamn busy that only produce 20% of the results? Cut them out. I really want to encourage you all to rethink what are the questions that you ask yourself. Because at the end of the day, the most important questions are the questions and conversations we have with ourselves every day within ourselves. So, what kind of questions are you going to ask yourself? Thank you.